Hi everyone, my name is Katie Karleski, and this is my video to let you know a little bit about myself. It's fun to get to be able to put a face and a voice to our names since we'll be spending time together and meeting face to face. So here's a little bit about myself. Like I said, my name is Katie. I live in a city called Corvallis, Oregon, which is in the central Willamette Valley. We're kind of nestled between the coastal range and the Cascade Range. So when you think of like I-5 right there in the middle, that's me. It's gorgeous. It's the best place in the world to live. We joke all the time about how there's nowhere else we could ever agree to live. So we've been here for a while. I actually moved to Corvallis to start school at Oregon State University back in 2001, and I have been here for the last 17 years. I liked it so much, I stuck around when I was done. I've been married to my husband, Benjamin, for 15 years this last July, and we have 7 children. Yes, I did say 7. I have, ready for it, 6 boys and 1 little girl. It is a party at my house. It's never quiet. In fact, this is the quietest it will probably ever be, and that was already after me re-recording this because my children are my children. So it is a party. I adore it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I get to stay home and be a full-time student. I am a nanny for a little 4.5-year-old boy in the afternoons while his mom works, and that's really fun because I'm used to having a house full of children, and now that mine are all a little bit older and off to school, it's kind of quiet and weird, and I don't know what to do with myself. So that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life. My goal for coming back to school is to get a degree that focuses around English and communications so that I can apply to graduate school and obtain a master's of library and information sciences. I would love to be a youth services librarian. I read voraciously and have tried to instill a love of learning in the form of literature to my own children. It is something I hope that I could pass on to other children eventually, and probably just get paid for the amount of time I spend in the library. So there's that perk. I am a senior this year, and this is my last year, hopefully, as long as I can get all the classes I want. I've quite enjoyed my time as an online student. It's really different than my first time going through school and being in the classroom. I like the flexibility of it a lot more as it fits my busy life. In my spare time, I like to distance run, and as I said, read. I love skydiving and scuba diving and rock climbing and camping and kayaking. I've recently fallen in love with kayaking, and if I had my way, I'd be out on the Willamette River every weekend kayaking. We have amazing farmers markets here. I love to eat locally. We have our own little garden and raise our own animals, so we eat a lot of our own homegrown food and are always trying out new things. I like to, well, let me rephrase that. I have an obsessive problem with knitting. I knit all the time. I've taught knitting classes. I have more projects going than I possibly can explain, or half-finished projects, or things that I have already queued up in my Ravelry to knit. So I love knitting. I crochet. I attempt to spin my own yarn. My goal is to have from fleece to frock, and we're getting our own sheep so I can start that process to raise the sheep, shear the wool, spin it, dye it, and make the clothes. Not really sure what else to tell you about myself. I'm almost your stereotypical Oregonian, super crunchy, super hippie, ardent recycler, firm believer in all that is probably encompassed in the Portlandia sketches. If you haven't seen that show, it's probably just a good way to sum up who I am. My friends actually joke that the Put a Bird on It sketch is inspired by me because there are way too many birds in my life, even to the fact that all of my tattoos have birds in them and probably 90% of everything else in my house. That's me. If you have any questions, I'm an open book, so I'd love to connect with you. I can't wait to work with you in class. It's great getting to meet all of you. Bye.